Hi, this is Nag. Today we will see the HMI programming on Siemens KTP 600 panel. So first of all we need to open the TI portal. So first we need to design a simple basic ladder programming for HMI. So click on create new project, give the project name HMI basic, click on create. So it is creating a project. So here is the first steps. So first we need to configure the device. So first we need to add the PLC controller, write a simple basic program for the PLC, then we can configure the HMI. So first PLC, configure the device, add new device, click on the controller, select the controller, that is SIMATIC S7 1200, CPU, that is 1215C DC DC DC, select the part number. Part number is displayed on the controller, then click on add. So here you can see the device view. So the device is added to the project. So now we need to create a simple ladder. So for that click on project tree, expand. So click on the program block, click on the main OB. So here you can develop a simple ladder. So I'm designing a simple latch circuit. So press the instructions. So normally open, one normally closed, output coil, and one latch. So just click on the end and you can drop over here so that the looping can be done. Now you can assign the address. So hence I am using a HMI programming. So for HMI programming we need to use the memories. We cannot use the physical inputs for a HMI, right? So we need to take care of this. So I'm using memories. So M 0.0, similarly M 0.1, and the output you can use the physical outputs, that's not a problem. So it's just an indication. So Q 0.0, and hence it is a latch circuit, so you can repeat the same output. So Q 0.0. So now the basic programming is done. So just compile it. So no errors. So now the programming is done. Just keep it aside. Now we need to open the project tree. At this time we need to add the HMI. So click on add new device. Now select the HMI, select the SIMATIC basic panel, 6-inch display, KTP 600 basic, and the part number which is displayed on the back side of the panel. So once you select, click on OK. So here we go, some basic steps for HMI configuration. So first we need to set up the PLC connection with the HMI. So here is HMI. So click on the browse. So select the PLC, click on OK. So now the HMI is connected to the PLC. Then click on next. So it will show you the screen layout. So here this panel, it is a 6-inch panel. It comes up with the basic resolution 320 into 240 pixels. So you cannot change the resolution. Whereas you can see the headers. So you can add the header, date, logo, or if you don't want the default logo, then you can browse, you can add another file, a JPG file can be supported. So you can have your own logo over here. Then click on next. So alarms. So right now I'm not using any alarms in my project, so you can go to the next. Then screens. So here you can have multiple screens on your project, so you can organize the screens like this. You can develop the project tree according to your requirement, right? So hence it is a demo video, so I'm not using any multiple screens. So I'm deleting all the screens. So I'm comfortable with the root screen. Then click on next. So here you can see the system screen. So this is also not required now. so click on next. So here you can have some basic buttons. So if you want a start screen or log on button, so you can click on it, so it will be added into your project. Otherwise you can remove just by clicking on the buttons. So that's it. So we have gone through all the options. Now click on finish. So here you can see the virtually the panel, its display on your computer screen. So here we will start developing the basic program. So now I'll assign some name, so that is HMI Programming. So you can select the text, and you can increase the font size, and then you can assign the color, so you can place it on the top. So here in the program now I have taken, so you can see the main program 2 here. So there are 2 input and 1 output. So for these 2 inputs I can assign 2 buttons, one for the start and the stop, and the output you can see there is only one indicator you can assign in your HMI screen, right? So for buttons you can see here elements, so just drag and drop, and we need one more, so just copy paste, and we need one indicator for output, so select the object, drag and drop. So I would like to assign a label for this object, that is indicator, so drag the text and you can assign the name. I would like to assign it as a motor, so hence it is not visible, so you can select the text and you can assign the color, and similarly you can increase the font size. And also I would like to add the text name for this button, so start and stop. So my SCADA, the HMI programming is done. So now we need to assign the PLC tags to this particular elements as well as the objects. So first we need to create the HMI tag table. So for that, expand your project tree. So go to your HMI, click on HMI tags, click on default tag table, just double click it. So here we go. So the tag table, so click on the first, name it as HMI start. The data type, it is a boolean, so make it as bool. Then the connection, it's a HMI connection, click on OK. Then automatically it will display the PLC associated with this HMI. Then assign the tag, click on the tag. So in the PLC you can see PLC tags and the tag table, so just click on the tag table. This is the tag table which is associated with the PLC, and now we are creating another tag table. This is associated with the HMI, so we are creating a HMI tag table. So this tag table by default it will be created once you develop this programming. Okay, so no need to assign specially, but for HMI we need to create a tag table. So in the HMI, so I'm assigning a tag now. So click on the tag, then tag table from PLC. So it's a first start, HMI start, so I'm assigning a tag 1, that is M0.0. Then access mode, change it to absolute, so you can see the address is been assigned. And the acquisition cycle, you can assign it to 100 millicycles. So this is nothing but like a refresh time, right? Similarly you can assign the second button, that is HMI stop, and bool HMI connection PLC, assign the tag. So I would like to assign second input M0.1, click on OK. Then automatically you can see the address and the cycle time you can change to 100 milliseconds. Now we have assigned two tags for the two buttons. Now we need to assign the tag for the indicator. So again, click on the tag table, click on add new, HMI out. Now again it's boolean, HMI connection, PLC1, assign the tag. So this is tag 3, it is an output indicator, so Q 0.0, it's a physical output address. Click on OK. So you can check it's absolute, change it to 100 milliseconds. That's it. So now the HMI tag table is created, so save. And now from this table we need to assign the tags to the respective elements. So now in your root screen, select the first button, click on right click and select the properties, and here this button comes under the events. So under the events you can see the button properties, so you can have various properties like click, press, release, activate. So I would like to go for press. It means when the button is pressed, what action you want to take. So when it is pressed, I want to set it to set bit. So when it is pressed, so it will set to high. To whom I need to set? I need to assign the tag. So that is HMI start. So this HMI start from the HMI tag table. Similarly, when I release the button, what action to be taken? So when it is released, I want to reset it. So I want to reset, and to the same button I would like to assign. So which means when this button is pressed, it will set to high, and when it is released, so it will set to reset. So it means it act like a push button. So it will be high as long as you press this button, and once you release the button, it will set to 0. So that is the function I have assigned. Similarly, assign the properties to the second element. So it is very important that you need to select the object and then you need to assign the properties, right? So now I have selected the second button. Now again you need to assign the same properties. When it is pressed, set bit, and the tag, now this time it is stop. It is a stop button, now assigning to M0.1. Similarly, when it is released, reset. So assign the tag, that is the same tag. Okay, so for both set and stop. And one more thing, you have a output indicator, so we need to assign the tag for this indicator. So this indicator doesn't comes under the events, but it comes under the animation. So I would like to assign a property like when this indicator, when it turns on, when it is energized, I would like to change the indicator and its color. So for that, select the object, click on the animation, click on the dynamize colors, just double click it. So assign the tag, so it is the output, so HMI out, assign the tag. So once you assign the tag, then you can see the property. So when it is 0, which means when it is by default, when there is when then the output is 0, when it is off, so default color should be red. And when it is set to high, just double click it. When it is set to high, the default color should be green. So when it is idle, when it is by default, when it is off, you can see the red color, red indication, and when it is turned to on, you can see the green indication. So whenever I press this button, so this indicator will change to green, and whenever I press the stop button, then it will get back to the red. So that is the default colors. So for this indicator, the tags are being assigned and also the properties, right? So now the programming of the HMI is done. So before you download this program into the panel, so first we need to compile the program. So click on the project tree, then click on select the HMI, right click and click on compile. Compile both hardware as well as software. So here you can see one error. So now just check what the error is. So it is the error under screen management templates. So just click on this green button so that you will be directed towards the error directly. So just click on it. So here I can see the error. So actually this is an error which is related to the root screen. So root screen, actually there is no multiple screens, I have only one default screen, so I don't want any changes to this particular indicator. So just simply right click and delete. So it will be freed now. So under the templates it has been clear, so you can close it now, and then you can see, and again you can just compile. So this time you can see there is no errors, right? So warnings you can skip it. No, that's not an issue. So now HMI programming is done. So before you download your program into the panel, so first you need to check the IP address of your panel. So for that, click on the PLC. So here you can see the network view. So here you can see the HMI is connected to the PLC. So just click on the HMI and just double click so that the HMI will be opened in the device view, and then click on the Ethernet. So it will open the Ethernet properties of the HMI. So actually the HMI IP is assigned to the 25, but here in the program, in the project, you can see it is 2. So change this to 25. So if you don't know the IP address of your HMI, then you can open this accessible device, and then you can you can click on start search. So automatically all the devices will be displayed along with the IP address. So once you check the IP, then you can configure over here. So now I have assigned the IP. Then go back to the network view. So here you can click on the show address label. So it is showing the address. So this is the IP address of my PLC, and this is the IP address of my HMI. So you can see it's changed to 25. So now I have assigned the HMI. So just save the project, and now you can download your HMI program into the panel. So before you download your HMI program into the panel, so we need to open the loader. So in the loader here, so in the loader you need to click on the transfer. So first you need to click on the transfer, then only you can able to load your program into the HMI. So now you can select the HMI and then click on download. So here you can see it, the program will be downloaded. So click on load. So it is connected to the host. So select overwrite all. So any previous logic, it will be replaced with the new. So load. So now your files will be transferred. So you can see 4 out of 4 files are being transferred to your panel. So here we go. The HMI program is successfully loaded into your panel. So now you can load the PLC program to the PLC. So you can download your PLC program. So select the PLC and click on download. Start search. So click on load. So stop all actions. then finish. And in this program you can click on the monitor option, so you can check both simultaneously. So you can check with the PLC program as well as HMI too. So here you can see the HMI program. So when I click on start button, so you can see the change. The output is turned to the green color, and when I press on stop button, you can see the output is turned to red color. So hence I have assigned a property as a set bit. So as long as I press and I hold the button, so you can see the M0.0 is high, and once I release, it will set to 0. So now that's act like a push button. So when I release, the button status change to reset. So similarly, if you want to stop this, then break the latch with M0.1. So here it's. So that's the HMI programming. Hope you enjoyed this video.